Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Silence, please. Attention, please. All right, let us all take our positions. Please, whoever's in the front, let us take our positions. Let us take our seats. We are about to switch on to the game. Let's get a Sirana. Please, on the count, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The game of football does not end at the beginning. Let's have a good start. Hold it like that, hoping that if I start with a Kela with this solid team. And then when we start making subs, and then we start getting something to threaten our opponent. So let's do with that.
Please, come around. Let us make way, let us respect one another. We happily asking, we are all South Africans. South Africa, we're going to open up for the TV. Ariel, Bafana, Bafana, Ariel!
Le football nation, elle serait la plus grande du monde. Si el fútbol fuera un idioma, dejarán de pagar y corro con el Canal. No importa dónde estés, no matter who you are, si te apasiona el fútbol, pertenece to the biggest team on the planet. El club reúne el mundo. Football unites the world.
De Estados Unidos, le damos la bienvenida al mundo entero, recibiendo las banderas de las 48 naciones clasificadas a la Copa Mundial de la FIFA México 2026. Los mexicanos estamos muy honrados que sea aquí donde comienza el primer partido de esta maravillosa tradición del fútbol que nos une a todos. ¡Que viva México! ¡Y que viva el fútbol!
5,845 days ago, these two nations squared off in the opening match of Africa's World Cup in Johannesburg Soccer City Stadium. And today, 16 as they pursue the day. The world attention turns to Mexico City's iconic Estadio Azteca in Mexico and South Africa kick off the next chapter in the World Football. And this, the 2026 FIFA World Cup Group A showdown between Alfie and Bafana. On that note, on a memorable and historic day, a very good day it is to you. Whatever you may be enjoying the action from it, as far as SABC Sport, be very proud to bring the action and sport the world, the entire world, to a standstill. As the very best in the world, of course, do line up in the three countries this
Ladies and gentlemen, once more, Balaka for la Sirana. Let's get a Paramedian. Please, come around. In the VIP section, here, please. Please, move, get seat, please. Police here. Alright, my brother. I'll make sure they get seated. Yes. Everybody stand there, please. In the VIP section. We want an active and free event. We understand when we are over capacity. But please let us cooperate. Let us please cooperate. Are we okay? Can I have thumbs up this side? Thumbs up, are we okay? Alright. The shot. Can I have thumbs up this side? The shot. Thank you, director. Get time.
Well, the world champions Argentina, of course, amongst the nations that will be second up after the World Cup in 2026, of course, the legend that is Messi to lead the side and trying to win it on a few occasions in a row. Then there are these other nations, of course, that will have a say the likes of Australia, Portugal, of course, also another nation that will be represented as their flag comes through. Keep in mind, of course, for both Messi and Ronaldo, it could very well be the last time we could be bidding farewell to them. And as far as FIFA World Cup go, the nations that, of course, are represented here, also the 8 of them, as the conclude has been memorable. Once again, legendary opening ceremony, including England, of course. We'll all be looking to leave us with lasting memories here. And a packed house at the venue, of course, the Estadio Azteca, that's made a bit of history. The first stadium shows that the FIFA World Cup opening matches back in 1970, Pele's World Cup, in 1986, Maradona's World Cup, and here they are once again in 2026, where we'll have to wait to see who, of course, will be champions at the end of it all. This a venue that hosted the 1968 Summer Olympics. As far as football is concerned, including the final back then, hosted 2 FIFA World Cup finals. Diego Maradona's hand of God goal, and the goal of the century by Maradona passes and scored at this venue, and the Chicken Lines, the only venue where greats such as Pele and Maradona can post having lifted a FIFA World Cup trophy.
La bune Afrika Bora by Kitela, Bale Momentamekong, Yasi Lebose, by Kitela, Bale Homaemong, Alcoman Kalenga, then Mexico, Infinity Sinamidino. Un lugar mítico.
Mexico City, of course, the capital of Mexico, that we welcome you to the most populated city, second largest Spanish-speaking city in the world, after Lima, out in Peru, the oldest capital in the Americas, and all of the world paying attention to what's happening there. The senior president, of course, lifting the FIFA World Cup trophy with Salma Hayek, the famous actress, of course, probably the most recognizable Mexican star throughout the world, Salma Hayek, famous back in the 90s for a movie alongside Banderas called Desperado. That's what this do back in the day, made by 2017. Now, we focus on the fireworks as we get closer and closer to kick-off and the moment of truth. Very well. The opponents here, both these sides ready and lined up inside the tunnel. These are the moments that will make stars here. And however, we got the names that will quite possibly look for that we consider. The first of all is World Cup of the 2010 FIFA World Cup against Mexico. There's a goal and a name of Pio Sabalo that does live forever in the world of football. That will mean I'm asking you to lead out the South Africans here after the referee, Fortune Sika, from Akazovi, 44-year-olds. We began that we are 15. These are the officiating team here. And of course, the captains of both sides now stepping forward from Mexico and as they're known, they're 15th in the world. Their 18th World Cup appearance. Their first was back in 1930. Best results, quarterfinalists from their levels back in 1986 and 1970. They are looking for what will be their 63rd goal at the FIFA World Cup. Should they find the back of the net against the 16th rank of Bafana, who enjoying their fourth World Cup appearance. Never quite out of the group stages. They themselves hoping to score their 11th goal at the FIFA World Cup, or 12th, I should say, should they be the first close in the scoring here today. It's the first goal
Ukazi solopelotana kaya kapo di babo la sekele kapo. Dipina kapo sichaba. Serikile goya mokala mori kote na setelite. Nakaya Mexico. Amokale nakaya Italy. For the playing of the national anthem of South Africa.
Oh
passion. So much passion from the country that gave us the Mexican way.
Let's get the views of Michael in the UK.
Yes, Carol, what a huge game at the top of the table. I thought that... Carol? Reggie?
So, over 80,000 penned out here, so we'll be very much behind the home side here, as this passionate nation that gave us the Mexican waves was to kickstart a World Cup. On as many firsts, there's the rule changes, of course, to consider throughout the World Cup or throughout this tournament. The first ever tournament hosted in as far as the FIFA World Cup, the first in 48 sides, and the drama, all of it coming down to these two nations and these starting 11 from both Mexico and South Africa. Experience key from a Mexican point of view here, and a nice mixture between youth and experience, but those that have been there done it before. They'll be looking for a good showing. The same can be said for the refereeing team here, as it looks to set the standard, of course, from a refereeing point of view, and what can they expect over the next 5 or so weeks. Good moments for the likes of Acompañando, of course, from a South African point of view. 2 years ago, they would have found it hard to believe if we told them to be a part of the opening ceremony at a FIFA World Cup. This one here in Mexico, and Canada as well as the US of A. Strides they've made in their careers, of course, over the last couple of years, and here they are, amongst the stars of world football, and of course, the officials will be assisted by VAR, Mrs. Lara, and the Prasad. Over the VAR team, that looks to ensure they maintain what we expect to be a very high standard. But that's for the people of Mexico, loud and proud, looking to see their nation, of course, surpass the best in the past, which is a quarterfinal appearance. They want to go further here, and they're trying to ensure they get into the semi-finals, if not the finals. So for Mexico, I mentioned experience, of course, they do have runner between the sticks, but it's the combination of Vasquez and Montes in the heart of defense that will look to keep things nice and tight defensively. Mira will look to sit in front of the back four. Julian Iones out wide is one to look up from the left, while Alvarado will look to bring the pain to South Africa from the right. Our Jimenez being the furthest man for the Hassport 25 third on the all-time top goal scorers in Mexico. Important numbers list as the Ronald Williams has these last words to decide here before the action gets underway. Pumped up and ready to entertain the world of the nations of Mexico and South Africa. Jimenez will go to lead from a goal scoring point of view. Madiba, many South Africans happy to see him in the starting 11 after he picked up an injury in the second leg of the Champions League final. Bena has boosted the attacking department alongside Lion Foster. As Mexico get the early touches here attacking the ball to the right of the pitch as South Africa. Left to Canal. Right to left in your picture. So, any momentum here will be a thing of interest, but quite a few South Africans off guard is the formation that's come out here with 5 at the back. Hugo Bruce, something he did try to the Africa Cup of Nations and mentioned on 1 or 2 occasions leading up to the World Cup in the practice matches, especially, or friendlies I should say, against Panama, that he may once again revert back to 5 at the back from the World Cup. Here we are in the opening match against Mexico. With Mexico having all the early touches. And Vasquez invited forward here. What is this appearance for him? For country, I spoke of the experience in the heart of that midfield. Vasquez is 26. Also alongside him, Montez is 68. He's approaching 70. These two nations have met on just one occasion in the past of the FIFA World Cup. Yes, it was a 2010 spectacle. Ended with a 1-1 scoreline. So there's never been a winner when these two nations have spread off. Interesting that the two coaches faced each other back in '86. In Group A, in the opening match of Group A. That's it. Starting lineup for Mexico. Williams. This one looking at comes down right from the front of the right, was able to keep it moving. Just few touches here. The South Africans, and they may surprise one or two with the ability to hold on to the ball and keep it moving. Really interested in the fight in the middle of the park with the likes of Sitor and McGregor and Adams from a different point of view. The pressure coming out to get rid of the ball, they but find the teammates, even a better touch and keeping it alive. Third time lucky for Rafael Aware. Went to one of the press conferences most recently wearing the 86 jersey to remind all that I turned up for the press conference. But I tell you, of course, was a part of the 86 FIFA World Cup squad. Led Mexico in South Africa. Back on the 11th of June in Johannesburg. Late is the challenge from Madiba. Free kick from Mexico. Have had a very good year so far in the year 2026 of Mexico in the friendlies and the preparation for this World Cup. Picking up some impressive results, scoring goals, also being stingy defensively. Really all the tip ball here, real test from a South African defensive point of view. What type of start? But much better on that occasion. So Israel Reyes, the man here on the senior side from Agudo, the 26-year-old to take the throw-in. That was a fair bit of experience, and first appearance it is for him for Canal Jimenez. Gets the flick on the movement is good here. From Reyes, the forward. Williams protecting the near post. All hands on deck defensively here, South Africa. Going to get it away here. A little flutter from the home side now. Adams in the pass to Adams in pass. Steve Russell. Adams wants to go. Trying to tell you to Ronald Williams. They leave him. And he's a very pissed for between the six at Tealing with some of the cannonballs that will be fired his way. Lando. Adams again finding the toilet. This toilet finding Adams, I should say. Faster. Right. Able to combine hits with the Canadians. And keeping some pressure on their television defense. That's enough start. With Mexico having the victory chance here. A little too more time to really ask questions over the South African defense. Spacious Lado. And from Catinas and Tabasco operating out wide on that left side. This is where he is. Patience. And trying to find the right forward pass here. So Vasquez is invited forward once again. Nunes. Lando. Passing against Miguel. And a solid as ever is Bruce Miguel. And protecting that right side of the South African defense. The African champion here. A one-time challenge. So, confidence boosting moments defensively here for Ronald Williams and Bruce Miguel. And the early exchanges between these two sides. A glimpse of the match referee, Wilton Sampiero, just a moment ago. And he's once again the man who was part of the 2019 VAR team that, of course, was introduced to World Cups. Also to the 2021 FIFA Arab Cup, including the 2022 FIFA World Cup. And there's one of the danger men, of course, that being, is operating on right on that side. Interesting with him is he was actually born in Colombia. In the Guyana from Colombia. For switching allegiances to Mexico. One of two players that were born outside of Mexico in the starting 11. And switched allegiances. That should make us 3. Well, expecting a moment of euphoria, of course, from a Mexican point of view when their side does, or if their side is to find the back of the net in this encounter. Williams. The start of that we're looking for. Many of you that would have listened in to Angela and the team in the studio would have heard Coach John Weekly mention Sitola and those turns, playing in the number 6 position. Now he's too rarely making those turns. They anticipated this time, able to nick it away from him. It was a big warning, of course, from the studio in the build-up to this match. And from then on, there's Julian Guinones. Bangs it in the legs. But Ronald Williams, and it's Mexico get it all important first. To conceive and now relax and begin to enjoy the occasion if it is to be. Adams is based to turn. Some quite fine faster. And will be up at 90 now. Jimenez. That's the last line here. And well, you can feel the atmosphere moving up a notch or two, just what they needed. The early goal here to settle some of the nerves here, and it's Mexico leads South Africa goal to nil. Oche.
Rexona are proud supporters of South African football and proud sponsors of Bafana Bafana. Whatever happens, Rexona won't let you down. Rekopana Chalo, Famara Kameto Lesone, Africa Borabata Togi Kaba, Kota Buke, Kotakamura Muli Krona. Toso Edilu and Chalo, Nikawana La Citrone. Jose Edilu and Chalo, Nikawana La Citrone. About Calaseo, Muno Munano, Kilinos, Anitipata, Paprika Borwa, Hayotaya, Wanamatora, Hugo Bruce, Cardinelli, Korea Tosoye Chanangie, Aitadiwa, Munatunye Chanangie, Monosameko. Arbone, the Mexicans, Avadran Kileo. I see when I tell Comorado Motiling, a Yaga Ranger. I see when I tell Comorado, Nakaya, Mexico. Africa Borra, Torre to Torofania, Africa Borra, Torre Tijano. Akabari Sichon. Atare Siroka Buela Talo, Matapamisa Kuka, Motamikona. Simona Talo, Ma. Duario Aleva Simona by Severa, Mexico. Jacob and Pasquet. Romela di Brumo Coppini, Arbora di Caporoca, di Colonio. Pagotacelo, Calvino, Fera, Elurasia. Aterga Luca, Talo, Cleva, Rocosa, di Secuto, Catalina, Fricabora. Say the man. Curtis Omadau. Babacatalo, Secuto, make Secuto, Sicilian, Guanacosi. Ete levano a Pele Poti. Atane se voto Tabata Tabasireta. Africa Bora, Barumete Banda, Bogosola di Italy. Anna Cana Bacano. No one appeared out singer. About Rumela. Tula Kavaya Comodoron Williams. Abai Japilia. Abai Jagoran Williams. Anatalo Presidente. Amakato Kilanao, Gianni Infantino. Prima accade di sommette di Pittile, per assumere un rotato di Pittilena. Ma con le tazzelle di Copazze per i sedini di Copane, me Africa Borra, e ne hanno sa Van Camomotano Como, Pompieno, Conosa Giallo, Mexico, Vale Pacai. Le parole lezioni in storia. Le bala leleno si pela nella paneo con la mezza me quelli merraro. E la sicana sale fatto per il caso di parlo canini. Siamo la volta che ti va a sapere che tagliani sono. Arbone cialo ime. Siamo la volta che la cialo mozzina in gara un peghezeli. Vamos to the other sensational Jaden Adams. Sivesi, Romela di Tele Wakapili. Cala di Musile Kudeso. O Montagori, eating a papel against him from Moragukami. Caro e Polosa Kudeso, Pelabasa e Polosa Sente. Yavakosa Yakua Chala Kikalado. Arbalon Pegatoni. Calatano, Misa Salamatameko. When Samatameko Barare, Dihamoa, Jackson Rembula. Tutto ciao che scappella Siccione. Tutto ciao che scappella Siccione. Giove. Buonanno ya Mexico. Petta pagare camotto a ricavare la Ronald Williams. Se si sta il tunelo. Poi fate con una banchi da Mexico. Siamo là come Rago. Parrumela lo qualo. Quando per la mia base si tiene già Rorone. Non può fare le popa. Non può fare le popa. Abokai wa Poso. Catalani Gutierrez. Horeitosa Komorabo Mbegezelim Bongasi. Romela Jala Motogonga. Romela Jala. Dico la motorella da Sensegina. Piazza Mundo, la battuta per recreazioni. La battuta per la battuta. Seguiamo. O discuti. Piazza Mundo, che vuole quella. Catelo. Arrivera. Perché c'è da ripacca di tempo di zumo. Perché c'è di Bongasi. Non avevo messo la rete, la può fare come Rago. Mexico. Questo è la data, questa è la rete di Secolasi. Dopo che c'è la palla in tacco, sembra la metà la Senalero. Siamo come quella. Vamos a lanzarlo a Carrate Sorlana Rembula. Simulla con nama qua. Tenema qua. Monayo, Wateboho. Mongofidanco. Tenejaro ma qua con Kele Filero. Monica Varela Fidanco. Iggy. Capello. Maposa. Mbegezeli. Sistemata Takapilio. Kala Okana Oroto Rakano, the captain of the sheep. Così la TCBC. Abaila Capigabona. Abaila Capafana, Toro quella. Siamo lanciando come Rago Ranger. Già wana manayo perché c'hanno fanno Kenya Mexico. Mukatesi waso passe shape. Akuya. Mbele ka tumo kwa nina kai. Siamo lanciando per recuperare il tele con Capelli. Allora Africa Mora. Abbiamo lanciato la Seilame. Quindi siamo da sabi che la mozzella è una Ronwen. Battere il posto. Sono stato facendo come la partita Abai rubare il tele con Capelli. La lotta là il posto a Babu akan insyaallah kepada Meksiko. Bapak budak kita kepada Barbono. Berbeda yang kepilih. Pada kepilih profesional di sini. Salah Afrika bola para bercoba ke bola ke bawah begitu kepada kontrol di sela. Ini sela dan sela kali mereka bola. Kalau mereka akan tetap dulu. Obat obat kamu yang wajib. Porque le queda que cara. Porque le se bofela ni apa ni todo tu ya pone. Está louco. Ona romete kwa pale tu ya pone todo tu le se go. Mano se wando yanka. Matraga yuka se we. Hay que se como rago. Bueno, África mura abata khilero mela chalo kapele. Matoka jaba kaide poso ga chalo chalo le kapele. Ile ga chalo mana wa Montes. Matoka jaba ko khoro ta wana Montes. Tawi se mela como rago bafana bafana. Kabata chalo. Seila. Sibesi. Motretero também para casa do hotel suma mabedi. Entre one. Nagaya Mexico. Ele de pela África mora. Já estava trabalhando na cabeça.
It was flying faster than. Pushing forward here. Here's Montez. And a long way over towards the near side, says Rebel Down to make that challenge in the end. And a set piece to this. To Mexico. Curtis running, that's one South African yellow already. That's being the moment when as we view this challenge from a police down. Oh, they do have experience in that down as well as Udiba, not only with the Champions League and how often they've gotten to around the top four. We'll come in and now go for the FIFA Club World Cup will have come in handy. Adams. 20 minutes as high up the field as possible. Good strong play. That is from the goal scorer there in Pinones. Now, what's on his near side? Alvarado. Looking for the man moving towards the far post to Selena as the game is putting up from a South African point of view. They work to getting it out the cage area. Faster. Closely watched. There's that now faster. Roberto Carlos, bottom right in your picture. Arguably one of the best left backs in the world. Cafu, just on top of him, arguably one of the best right backs. And together, part of a World Cup winning 2002 FIFA World Cup squad with Brazil. Yeah, together, this is terrifying squads, of course. On the World days, operating in the left and right back positions, both of them getting forward. Carlos with arguably one of the most memorable goals ever scored by a defender. Here's Fabian Barthez in France and goes forward to the Republic of China. They pick up the ball. From Mexico as they get it clear. So the reacting late in going down as a winner. Not the difference between getting or not getting that foul. The flag went up a bit later. With the yellow card will be shown here to Gutierrez. Born actually in Berwyn, Illinois, USA. There's the 22-year-olds. Played for US at under 16, under 20, and under 23 level. Made his debut for Mexico as he looked back at the challenge early in January against Panama. It is keeping Rangel under pressure here. 23 minutes gone by. Sitole would love to get on to the end of one of these balls floated into that box in an effort to, well, maybe raise the error that led to the opening goal here from a Mexican point of view. All starts with quality from a man with an educated back foot. Brazilian referees will have words here, live faster. It is one of the men that we were going to prove you to. Pushing and shoving. It's the defensively from Mexico with everybody back defending. There's Bonazi. In with defending together as a unit to the Mexicans. And we're seeing these bits and trying to put a pressure and trying to bring the ball back as high up the field as possible. But there is your goal scorer, the lone goal scorer so far. Into this FIFA World Cup. The man born in Colombia plays football for Saudi Arabia. Is in Saudi Arabia for Al Qadsia. I should say, in 4 minutes gone by, there will be the water break, which will be standard throughout the World Cup. In the midway point of the first half and the second half will be the case. Just now for the coaches, maybe have a bit of a word here for you to group to rectify one or two things they need to fix.
Hola, Mzansi, hola! Hola, South Africa, hola! Aquel que la fe la mata. Aquel que la fe la mata. Valida Fela. Arropelén. Ritahuaca mata. Panamesi Fela. Bambulele. Abbiamo bene. Le puntate vale qua. Se me la è qua. Se me la è qua. Se me la è qua. Ah, bene. Vai a Mexico. Alright, it's 1-0 to Mexico. We coming back. They went to drink water. It's a dehydration break. All the games in the World Cup, they'll be having this break. What? Okay. We're going back to the game now. Ariel, South Africa, Ariel! Auze!
Now for Daniel, the goalkeeper in the picture yet to be tested in the match, man who's won the CONCACAF Nations League, including the CONCACAF Gold Cup between the sticks. In 15th appearance for country. First of many quarterbacks now, I think the pass is Mexico. Well, they look to a bird from the back. See them trying to deny South Africa the opportunity of a building from the back. And they're able to get it away with a bit of pressure. Lovely Medina. Scorer of a goal that was so important to Sundowns winning the CAF Champions League in the first leg of the final in Pretoria. CDC league champion with the Orlando Pirates. One in between Bogazi and CDC. Now, here is Bogazi. Nguyen. Interesting to see the likes of Alvaro Hidalgo wearing the number 8 jersey now hard to work in midfield here to try and deny South Africa the forward pass. Here they are again. With the hustle, winning the ball back to the goal area. In the front foot space on the near side. They do have Pinones up to the far side, supported by Gallardo. Approaching the half-hour mark. Pressure. Applied here by Reynolds. No mistakes from our own Rangel and company. Vasquez, who played at the 2022 FIFA World Cup, or was part of that 22 FIFA World Cup squad, I need to say. They didn't get any minutes. Also played Mexico and the 23 they voted. And Vasquez. Better turn here for Pinones. Good movement. Mexico looking at another. The block in the end. Ocon protecting Ronald Williams without looking for the pace of Reynolds then. Well, with the two strikers up front, very interesting and seeing how South Africa will find the outlets, of course. And they're trying to play the ball out. There's Fidalgo. Lovely ball. Good touch. To Alvarado providing it. Eventually the ball in is way too close to Ronald Williams. Reyes, the man pushing forward out on this near side on the overlap. So, Williams, the only of the goalkeepers to be beating us for the FIFA World Cup, looking to also let them play it out from the back. 30 minutes gone by, and there's the opening match of the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
Baratini avrei salito come la Africa Borra. Ne sabato come le binone, batami che va Mexico batti bukan kanone. Pa motakare baba khatella como navo. Claro. Romero di Telo Capile. Allora siamo la già la della Caroline. Catalanta Panata la Marina Africa Borra Catalana Cala Brazil. Nicola la Caroline. Catelo. Ragazzi, para fare capire che va finito. Nicola la Riyad. Siamo la capelli Montez. Kala ka bayo capelli che torna già la si vede. Ok. Ma Africa Borra Rafe, Catalotto con Nigeria. Attacco la volontà di la stoffa sabato Chavas Africa Borra. Samiti de Maloma, Africa Borra, Mosote, Samata Santa Pretoria. Yamaloma. Begezeli. Direttivo anche qua in Argentina per l'America. Di Cavalale. Begezeli. Romero di Telo Capelli. Allora Africa Borra Montpellier. Mai sarà una cosa. Allora arriva la cosa. Mereka berbela berbentuk ajar ini batang tadi itu khotejang. Kita baru pakai Afrika Borra offside. Dan numai kita lah berakar kuili ni kawan Ali lama posta. Semula jauh kamera kuili. Semula jauh kamera Ranger. Mettete puglia alla bala. Fatela fa quella mattivone. Monti va che qua leva Mexico. E fa questo per Africa Borra una picca media ma da tieni capo. Arbone Galado, Sebola Charo come la combattere la Montes. Africa Borra Baba Pateleza, we have a Tata Comaraco, Abadilla Poso, Nagaya Mexico, Abadilla Poso, Nagaya Mexico, Kelamato Sanitano. Give some Rembula, give him a queen. Begazeli. Arbona Africa Borra, Namala Canal Cotu, the sensation. Arbone Reyes, Tatari Kawana Canado, and you want to rampire the Paracuria, Bago Sala Calibino, Bago Kitchen, Otamagaka Quana Chagabone, Albago de la Villa Jalo Cofili, Alba Reyes, Copetamocho, Cotalapere, Catawata, Quere Cotalamocho. I think this is the Limonolo. Reyes. Arbone, balik ako na sa papel, Alvarado. Gutierrez. Pasa de la Montilas. Ahora de la Pinocchio. Tira la cosita de la Pinocchio. Ya estamos capitando con el tubo de la Reúnen. Ahora voy a ir a tomar la África World Cup. Pero para todo el mundo hay otro ataque de coche. Ahí en la ama. Y hago todo eso de Tachelo. Y hago todo eso de Kibachelo que le coman a la Caladio. Árbol de Caladio. Oba Tachelo manda a la Walida. Caladio. Pues a Miguel Amorrilles. Balika ko di Cachalo le pelo la Mexico na kaya Mexico. Balika ko di Ramon le pelo la Mexico pasero kiri bokone. Lira. Ries. Dalla Africa World Cup Mexico Moravo. E va fatto ta buona happy bravissimo da Moravo. Calado. Simulacciano, mostrano di nuovo e Tibanino, Cameracciano con Fede. Tiro, Sibagaya capture League para Ariena. Para Motilena Integrezeni. Amaro Lamparazi. Naidele Kalamura Kavala Integrezeni Palazi. Pila Kavokala Basanapa. Kavala Alfosta. Polizia che passa e Zinga Magancani. Ragazzi che chiamano il tocco alla cantina e diventano anche una ora da guida. Avanti che l'altra Africa volava Kakele Maci. Kakele Maci Stefano. Jaden Adams. Stefano. Cazzo la batta con il posto, la volta per sono magari Stefano. Così la DCBC. Siamo in la Camera come Torneo Guaracaya, Mexico. Questo si insieme a Samigala Mogories. Questa Mogolira. Adai Tiga Pagara Cavanna. Allora la battaglia da quella Copini. Sarà un po' di Begezeli. Galadio. Matameko Pula Badeboko. Matameko Wanta Rumolancha Moloi. Matebariano Baril Rumolancha Moloi. Montes. Matamesana Kutano by Cheruboko de Nakaya, Mexico. Avaruna Hope. Io ho trovato come la Williams. Gira Muluri de Musubuki. Taugete Monayo, Asampiao. Wakwana Kenya Brazil. Mana Boka Kete Mamudumire, Musubuki. Nekawana Lilaula Monakare was Copa Mexico. Numi Bejala che Kuda Nitala Nekawana was Capella Titole, Jovi. Suscetalo, Ispatello. Dall'Africa Boraba Telesi va come Rago. Nakaya Mexico vai Telesi Pili. Ne vengono certa la matascabe sottere le summe. Possiamo guadagnare Meko. Meko tagone tata bola kapase boya komara ko tagol tijana. Arbole. Tagone la tika bola tera ba singa kate. Gitures. Abaga kwantem pege zelim bolas. Abaga kwantem pege zelim. Nalika ko kapeta jara ka khel ko na Alfa Radio. Pela mo tiga no tomo kriya, mo tiga no tomo kriya na pela. Ya mo pela mo karbo yan chamo chamo. Pero también ko ka no tomo sumamani. Nagaya Mexico. Ay se le cambia el lengua por el fe.
Again, it's they're trying to put pressure on, and they're still able to get it away despite the attention the Alexa Ricard Reyners. In the middle of the park here. Mexicans moving impressively. Pilado. Fidalgo. To the space now. Up to the space. Looking to the middle space out in the main lane was an important touch. Preventing the middle back lane by the South Africans. Mexico not quite that. But for a second before the end of this first half. Kunanes. Space to the scene firing on the up and up. Is Israel Reyes. Without finding out their right back position, doesn't get too much distance on the clearance. Ball in. Williams again. Jimenez. A threat of the third game. A threat nature. In the first half. Great movement in the center. Get away from the likes of the front. Let's get the slightest of touches onto that just under. So Williams at full stretch. Interesting in the middle of the park, the next of the series, and Hidalgo, Mexico once again, trying forward here now. He's in second, as if you know this. Perfectly placed as a referee. Good position in the house. Now, first off, coming to an end here. South Africa somewhat lucky to be trailing by just the one. The problem here is Julian Pinones, including Jimenez as well. In some of the quality chances they've had in this first half. Now, Raiders. That's beautifully done. That's masterfully done. In the middle of the park, under a whole lot of pressure. There's an equal set as well. Well, Gutierrez. Lima. And with the chance to look for the forward pass here. Faster. Well, the down support up on the far side. Now, Punch leading the ball played in here. And will be happily settling for a corner. First touch of Jesus Ronaldo. The 31-year-old with over 150 appearances for country is Ganado. Is country for Toluca. That's the 2018 and 2022 FIFA World Cup. I spoke of the experience in the respective side. Two players that have been done this before on the world's biggest stage. Disappointment in 2022 was not even on the group stages already. No problems defensively. And a dealing with threat from South Africa. Incredible victory, sticking the group once again. And he scores. And it's a losing on the set the place right. Made his debut in June of 2025, just a year ago. for the national team. Here he is starting the game at the FIFA World Cup. Mind the filmmaking is debut at Orlando Pirates as a full-on professional. He putting us on playing the Champions League semi-finals as well. So his trajectory in his career has been unbelievable over the last year and a half to two. Now, good movement, struck all over the top, and Williams needed time. He's at time, he's run off the line superbly well, then he's dealing with that danger. There's Montez. Ronaldo. Ronaldo after the left back position can play as a left winger, including as the left back position we've seen him today. International since 2016. Bears. 4 minutes and run to the end of what's been an impressive first half from the host nation, or one of the three host nations, I should say. Very impressed with the hustle from the likes of Alvaro Fidalgo in the middle of the park. Communication lines open as they go along again looking for Jimenez. Can try to find Alvarado here on the near side. Bagazi speeding up, happy to concede the throw-in. Jimenez. The distance quite tested, the deflection making it easy for Ronald Williams to carry across and move the shot from Ronaldo. Good question here, can South Africa create a clear-cut goal-scoring opportunity before the end of the first half? The question as well will be how they come out now that they've completed this first half will be a second. Will VIVO push through that way will be a bit more adventurous with some creativity on that field? No. Hoping for the corner in the end. The ball is goal kick here to the frustration all over the man from Pologwani. One of the host cities, of course, at the 2010 FIFA World Cup, Pologwani. No, it will be important from the both sides here. The coach there doesn't entirely look a happy man, but what will be important is taking the lead into the halftime break here. Yes, they may feel they could have scored at the very least one more. They don't want to South Africa any hope for themselves up going into the halftime break again. They are winning a tackle in a good area. Pinone is on the up and up. That's good move here. Overall, the two lines, quite possibly. That is Brian Series.
It's just a brother, no chip.
The U.S. born man.
Chips is going to take long. Because people are blocking the
That's football for Guadalajara. One of two players that play for Guadalajara that's in the starting lineup here for the South Mexico squad. Winners. Well, look for his pace. Sometimes the pockets top right to the left and right. It hasn't quite worked out for them here in this first half. One to be tactically at an area Hugo Cruz may be looking to catch up on the wide areas here creatively going forward. But it's Mexico to have scored the all-important first two. The Pinone here.
Halftime is 1 Mexico from South Africa. Hallelujah! And Susanna Mandi, DJ Benzo. I'll call now DJ Benzo on the ones and twos. thank you to all South Africans present tonight. Rialamoka. Eskera Panamata, Bafana Yaruna. Yeah, booyah. It's a booyah. DJ Benzo. We still have Mahu.
Auteta.
Right, one lady this side. Any other volunteer? Raise your hand. selector. I need the best song. We've got 4 dancers. We need to see who's gonna be the winner. Okay. When you're ready, my selector, let's have one song. They'll be dancing. I'll be counting you out. You dance. You dance, you dance, you dance, and I'll count you out. Okay. So, luar kali tu coach. Settle. Ladies first. Ladies first. Nanta. Shut. Nanta. Shut. Right, are you ready? Ladies first. You'll be first guy. You'll be the last one. Alright. Let's have another one. DJ. Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready? Alright. Are you ready? Change the song. Alright, let's selector. Let's say must change the song. Alright. We're changing the song for the last time. Only this one. Here we go. We don't have time. Radalla.
Tony, ikaw na nalirap. Dewa naman sila niya kaigit. Ikaw naman sila niya kasigame. Ikram Reyners. Habay sa mga kalansa mo din ang isa lirap. Bago magkasala siya, bago ito siya kamutsisiwa di Donsi. Bago malumaw, bago naman ko pili sila. Ikaw naman sila niya Ronald Williams. Okay. Bago isimula ko marako Ronald Williams. Ronald nitelewa ko pilo wata Ikram Reyners. Kala nikita kaya ko kakabukata Ikram Reyners. Imusilyo pilo yung to sa litasyon. Yawa to sa ya kiwa chala kele kawana la kalaja. Yawa to sa chala ke kalaja pilo. Síguenos. Va a Pili. Va a Barrala. A su camarada. Barrala del cielo como la baba y hacer la ronda de ellos. Manda yo que te lo ronda de la cata de Pula en África por Rudi. Que te va a taco fede de África por Rudi. Que van a leer. Yo ni te no voy a tocar por lo pongo. Mo cargoyan sayam sameko. Sibis.
Thank you so much.
Sameka que van a ver bachano como la África por Rudi. Email code. Email code. Muchas gracias, Rete. Buenas noches, gracias, Rete. África por Rudi la tribunalo. Allí la tribunalo África por Rudi la armonizalo. Maposa. Sibisi. Buona ciao, sei da me. Blind posta. Continua cosa, grazie. E a volta ciao ragazzi Capello. Buona ciao, generale. Buona Capello Calabatto, pane come la Conaca, ya Mexico. Calabatto con il posto dietro. Azze pane come la Co. Giacobona. Hidalgo. Siamo la mattina e la cavala della Vasquez. Ries. Mana già cabelli e la buonova. Africa voglia tutto come bravo. Tutta la cosa qua. Tira la cosina. Famma passare. Mettere a ballare. Arre. Oh, Sacarata. E chiudi. Kuma. Look at Capello. Oh, we're going to go out there to the Chove. Kalamu Tabella, the assembly that Tilan Kalamu to the party. I think let Paso Yanka. Africa Royal Siwa. We did have a baby. Can I get the Coca-Cola? Come over here, yard. Che te ho fatto troppo di alfa. Non togliamo cavalli dalla vincere delle calicole delle nuove telegrammi. Che la caratoria è Cile. Che la Bucuquani. Attenzione a Copano, ma sapete che va a scopare a Mexico. Africa vorrà essere la come una ganna di peli. Tanta di lega si penalti e che fa anche pocoso. Ma Africa vorrà mettere questa amica che manda a Kaila. E che te lega un succhino come una reina. Africa vorrà mettere questa amica che manda a Kaila. Aspetta la storia Cile. Away Toma, Calafante, Calafocosa dei Tieni. Arrivano botte alla Nama. Levanta la ceppa del mondo sono Sanama che pide Cozi. Ma fa square, insomma, quelli in fatto da Kilio. E pide Cozi, Ronald Williams. reúnen, ahora FIFA, tírale todos, tírale uno. Ragazzo lì facciamo come Felo. Felo. Anche di posto senza di dire facciamo come. Kagonga kata checho mutirigani. Katamu katesi. Parle fata buat kaisar itu cukup pele. Afrika mulai pada suria buat pele. Jadi alas kita mudir sama kau ni lah tela. Reúnen. Dele se seguir jaga talk shop. Kamu khabar ni cara karate kibelu. Kabar orang kau pelu. Paya jaga mutisi wali nasi. Ada kana betul kena seidane. Pakai sekutu. Aba bakile sekutu. Kabar tapali baki sampelo balateri ba Mexico. Agora tapale baki sampelo. Na Afrika bora pa tala tegala ke motano ko bache bana namane tuna ya tiro. Hati na bana namane tuna ya tiro. Malika bukoro mo motano ko mo. Armela. Tuna ko marabo. Armane Grand Raiders. Tala bar kwante ke motsabeto. Lira ba ka panke. Magani so be borataro. Serisi. Samegala chalo mote samrembul. Mbegezeni. Imeo call. Tib samrembul. Atibo homu kwena. Habaru mela pagara kabanda. Deva siya chaka kwa teko toka kwa natatela. Hailu makani Afrika bora lese. Afrika bora hailu makani lese. Sala makatisu sore toko takamano. Kankaya for Mexico. Yone chele tsebo man kasela. First pitch. Montez. Adebone. Samigala kwa toko motele nyaka kalado. Rumela ni tele ni kwa mchaba jole kwa laba pote kwa mchaba Afrika bora. Kana ni wasia. Ebensiya jalika wala kwa kasuwa vile bushufa. Liko wala Alvarado. Adebone kile iliko pana sana ni mrembo. Adebone sana seidame. Kaiwa motela nyaka seidena ram. Maposa, aprimu diva. Wang kono pakai ne. Abaru mela kile chala motela nga. Dia katebo homu kwena. Seidame. Arwana Afrika bola balik ke jauh apa pun bola apa. Baik bola baik bola baik jatuh ke kafe. Tentu saja sobe. Tentu saja tabelnya. Ini one Mexico, North Africa bola.
The children are proud supporters of South African football and proud sponsors of Bafana Bafana. Whatever happens, Rexona won't get you down. So, 10 minutes into the second half and the drama continues. It wasn't a great start in the first half. Inside the opening 10, where South Africa conceded, of course, and inside the opening 10 of the second, a red card to Sotole. Appeal panel now for Hugo Bruce and his men. Now Foster will be the first to be substituted here at this World Cup. And then there's the World Cup. Part of the Paris team that of course, World Cup champions. Having won the triple. And at the end of the 25-26 World Premiership campaign is about adding to the number of prize players onto the field. A couple of them now. There is one of them to be seen. So in the middle of the park then it will be Mugwena, Adams and Data. With the low striker now with South African on the field being Ikram Rangers out of the attack. Well, the pitch can't find the teammates in there. Well, South Africa come away a set piece and a change the same once again. And Gutierrez is Eric Gira is the man that's approached down here. Born in Mexico City. There is kind of a Cruz Azul. Well, it's still on the ground, usually now getting up on his feet. And follows the Liga MX Best 11 in 2021. Also, Liga MX All-Star in 2021, 22, and 25. Look keeping close tabs on Vasquez. Well, it's the 11th of Mexico now looking for the 2-goal cushion against the 10 of South Africa. This was the near post and what needed to be done in getting it clear. Further work here from Bogazi, any distance from the clearance. Now Tristan Reynolds. Something would keep it alive. Roberto Baggio behind the FIFA president. One of the greats from back in the 90s, the Italian. Remember the 94 World Cup in the US where it was very much Baggio up against Mario. In a tournament that went down to a final between the two nations, that being Italy and Brazil. Baggio with an infamous miss from the penalty spot. Now, Daniel, keeping it cool. Vasquez is looking to get onto the front foot when the space is afforded him. Well, approaching the hour. Well, until the Mexican crowd will want is the goal that provides the cushion here. There is Vasquez getting over that halfway line once again. Now options left, right, and center here. As they keep that wide on the left side. Bit of vision to spot the run being made on the far side. Just needed a much better ball in to find the run being made by Roberto Alvarado. Oh, it was great vision. Keeping up on the blind side and checks. Was the man from Salamanca. South Africa would love to create a clear-cut opportunity for Ikram Rangers. And by no means last year, the saves made by Ronald Williams in the first half, very much keeping South Africa in it. Sibisi. We have 96 man, still 22 years of age. Bogazi, by the way, 20 years of age. Come to the three. At the back from the South African point of view, Species the oldest. Closing down the movements of Alvarado is trying to both sides of the field here. So, change being made here, and great creativity. Messi and maybe do a better job of holding onto the ball here. Adams is the man that one make way for his club teammates and South African vice captain, Tim Baswani. that in the South African squad now onto the fields. 6 years of age is running. Second to him in age is Williams with 34 years out in the fields. That's the hour mark. Mexico patient for the time being. Well, they are leading to have the extra man comfortable for the time being of the Mexicans. Hasn't been too much of a threat for Raul, their goalkeeper, to worry about this yet. Pressure on Hidalgo. The Chivas man out. An option here as they try and lure the South African squad to create some space to play through. Eventually going on here. That's done by Jimenez. Back at Wolves, by the way. And who has played in 3 different World Cups now for Mexico. Raul Jimenez. Hey, what with Jimenez and Quinones involved in the action against Medal. And we do have players that are serious threats in front of goal. 23rd appearance for Quinones, scoring his 3rd goal for Mexico this evening. Well, Ronald Williams, who made his debut back in 2014 against Brazil, had still a career on the international level. Oh, you get a performance for South Africa today. Didn't make that mistake earlier on in the half. Look at his teammates get it right to the front foot, and once again, no real threat to Raul Rangel's score. Quality lacking in the final ball. Well, some whistles coming from the stands. I do believe the Mexican fans want to see a bit of action. Actually, we would like to see the team put South Africa to the sword here. I'm not entirely sure the noises coming out of the stands are quite positive from a Mexican point of view. Williams. There's Montez. There's the football for Lokomotiv Moscow. He's a participant in the 2022 FIFA World Cup. For Mexico at under 21 and the 23 level. Also part of the 2016 Olympic team, including the 2020 Olympics for Mexico. Mistake defensively again. This time it's easy. Could find the needle on the occasion. Alvarado again being before the squad. 65 minutes gone by here, and at times you get the feeling that Africa are their worst enemy defensively. OJ.
그차례 감옥을 끝까지 멋진데 네, 어제는 차로 모라 그녀가 있다면 메라 메라 쳐고 뭐냐니까 뭐라고 부터 그리고 뭐라고 또 잘하게 쓰면서私は6年もなっても先生的ものは나로와 고문이 작가 나로와 타세라 나로와 차나 바와 타세라 까까무에 가바티고도 작가 아프리카 보라이 디라가 디플리 Lira. Se me queda con Quinones. Armone Jiménez. Quinones. Armone que como estaba con la bala. África Muralla, Buliaca como Rago. Armone que puedo hacer. Mexico. Ahora va a dirle paso a África por avanzar que van a caer más aquí. Hay chuleta. Hay no sé. Chula. Cara chula. A ver tira que se la se lo espera. A ver tira que le toa. A ver de morir. Mexico. Andorra África por ahora. Pasa allí. Raja vamos a la bahía más tarde de Bodega. Mezano, ahora va a poner con la correa con Pomoa. Otana Tatama Pecamora. Correa como la voz. Vamos a Tata. Para África por ahí voy como abajo. Raúl. Jiménez. Acaba México con el camino de Venezuela. Llano. Eternamente. Y el 만나고 말씀하니. 만나고 말씀하니. 말씀하고 만니. Ora facciamo il piacere penalty Canal penalty vedere Africa Moraya aveva panciare poco solo dei tiri nel posto e tendiamo vedi One way to the market of Mexico. Magona Tata, ora Africa Moraya come Rago. Giacomo Cassese canta lavorare Africa Moraya che va in folla e va a salire lui. Va in tille di Rattabone. Pele vai cambiare mo bari mo pale bala. Nei che tipo si uè. 형아 찾아부터. Havakata ora pele vai crossway. To Mexico. Lemo takano con calci di fede. Allora per Africa Mora. Ma Thailand. Aseo rasita se batica mo alle profeta. Ma Thailand Africa Mora per capanna vale le summe. Nei dire come la roga di le pedi. Passezione totale summa ma vedi. Catele le Mexico e chissà Africa Mora che si va a Yagotosa Pileo Yagotosa Lisacero Yagotosa che Calado Weva Matile Yara Vasquez Calado bellissimo la quella che comanda con Mexico. Africa vorrà attivare le bottemo. Finalmente. Questa è la missione di Aficionados. Era il bellissimo ma deve si può fare in Mexico. Allora che devono rotare capezzi. Yagotoso apakah ini calon offside? Menang defawan spakero sesudah menyanyi opera membuka monten japelo wa tera sebo avanzare buono mungkin yang malah apa video yang hati tapi kita boleh tembak lah kamera kita perlu cakap kalau mana kita perlu cakap betul saja maka jangan menunggu proses ini ada itu saya kembali ke sana kaya Meksiko kalau sebesi quando ti trovo bene con te. Non lui lei. Che baciani a te non scesce. Ripeto con te per ti stavo mostrando con gli occhi del film. Chi non è? Moluma, perché davanti alla noce la sala, così la sedessi. Carazza. Andiamo a vedere se Sorlana, la Africa Morale, Carazza di Ufficio di Sorlana, bilingue Chivedo. Carazza di Lepede, Yahatebo comunque, Kamakalim, così la sedessi. Questo per l'uomo che te Chivedo. Naka ya Mexico vamos a hacer el once. Mexico que se va a pagar esta sala para el torneo. Away simula kamera kok. Halika waya kamontel. Saya chala mutsele yaga. Ay sabi ka ko tego mo kalado. Atere tao ya mo chami ko chalong Mexico. Atere chalong ketapele. Battere tao ya Mozambique, battere ketapele. Africa bola basina pele. E buona ciao come la cotta ite. Ma posta. La check di Africa bola basina. Questo è il numero 1, la moto ya Mukutona. E il tele 1. Tatele 1, 2. La ya Mexico. Nell'estella Africa bola. 18 gol di Peri Mata con i Capovedi.
Well, changes to be made here. We're already seeing the 17-year-old come on from a Mexican point of view. That being Gilberto Mora, plays for Tijuana. And Lira, Eric Lira, the Masters are making way. As well as Jimenez, who scored his 6 goals for country and gets within 6 now over the records. But that is one of the men coming on. Huge excitement. Sakazole is now entering the play. And they will have to see is that they start to score yet another. Medina making way. Rangers making way. And Nakobat is back from the field. The Palace. There's another coming up potential. The 4 changes made. made by Hugo B so far in this match. And they turned out here hoping. The glorious opening to the FIFA World Cup so far, everything has gone according to plan for the Mexicans. Keep in mind, in Second Day, we'll see South Korea and Czech Republic in action in the affairs that conclude this group. Surely they'll be watching this, and they themselves will be hoping for a good start here to see them match Mexico. For a start, to see them hold on 3 points. Montez. The field, and the width of the field, their size to keep the South Africans chasing, especially with South Africa commanding less of the field. Using the space beautifully here, and moving the way of field. Extra turn here. Mora, the 17-year-olds. Well, Quinones, another. Can get a standing ovation from the thousands, tens of thousands that turned out here after a standing debut at the World Cup for Mexico. He scored the opener. Bigger, the man to come on in his place. Alvarado. To be in the box awaiting the ball played in the end. The South Africans playing out and looking to get up to the front foot. Still, it need to be mentioned for those joining us late that one of the efforts took the one shot traveling well run so far from the South Africans. Hasn't been a win to set piece. Oh, tomorrow. That's the look of a 17-year-old once you get a close-up of his face. That was the man trying to anticipate it with the run from deep. This one's it. Going into the last 10 minutes. They don't have to rush it, they can take their time about things here and wait for the moments to try and get onto the front foot. They don't have to force anything here, Alvarado and company. Running. Oh, the one target in the box, running, turning in the mix, and he's with Darrell. There's a pilot, and then the second shot to Tails Farewell run out. The place was the Shivas goalminder. Perfection making it easier for Rangel. Running involved in off-the-ball clash with Roberto Alvarado, which is the reason why the man from Salamanca is seriously getting back up on his feet. Played for Mexico under 21 and the 23 years old. Also, must those who represented Mexico at the Olympic Games and the 2022 FIFA World Cup is Alvarado. I haven't quite seen the Mexican range just yet. Tough time for today. Still a long way to go in reaching the ambitions here, and they look to be amongst the longest lasting sides of this World Cup, especially being hosts. You consider the three hosts. Will be interesting to see how far the likes of Mexico, Canada, including the US get here. They held up for the time being. Referee asked to have a look. Now, run it. Could be in a spot of bother here. Did he slap Alvarado behind the heads? Is the question. He's a little slap with the left hand as they initially come together, which would be the reason why Alvarado took as long as he did to get back up onto his feet. South Africa already have had a player red carded today. That, of course, was as he told it. And for Mendo the Sikabala, he could be the second to walk here. So the referee put in Sambayo from Brazil, taking his time, having a look at the slip on the side of the heads. And what is made his decision here could be trouble for Tebazwane, could be big trouble for VIVO Bruises South Africa. Needs time, needs space. They should know by now, you'll hard to get away with anything on the field with VAR out there.
Decision, direct flicker, red card.
There you go, red card, a second. Red card is will be for South Africa here today. And it's Riley who shoots someone here. And well, for VIVO Bruce, the selections learned here today. Discipline may be one of them, only one or two areas potentially that didn't do them any favors, especially in conceding the first goal, but it's gone from bad to worse. Stay back for Ronnie. And coming up the pace, 9 now. Well, let's see out this game for South Africa, 9. And well, and as far as the opening days of the FIFA World Cup, you'll remember the struggles. For those of you that witnessed the 1998 World Cup when the then led France went on to become world champions. And they were the opening day against the South Africans. Yet another opening day of a FIFA World Cup, but this time it's Mexico. 2 goals to the Cribs. 2 players to the good, and everything that can go wrong or go wrong has for the South Africans. Well, they'll be looking for the knockout blow now for the Mexicans. Canelo Alvarez is amongst those that, of course, watching on from out in the stands. For a good 10 years or so as the face of boxing, he'll be hoping. And Mexico will have that third goal, which, well, quite frankly, represent the final blow against the South Africans. Makopa, getting up well.
Yes.
So, with 5 minutes remaining, OJ. For Mexico now, they'll be thinking about their next match, which will be against South Korea, and quite a test for them after having done away with the South Africans by the look of things here. While for South Africa, they'll wonder whether they can bounce back against the men from the Czech Republic on the 18th. OJ.
Haine akoma koma mototo South Africa bora ushishe Tembazwane anasolo petoro ta peta jara metsameko ya gagwe ya bole chaba ka notwe kwa godimo. Hela seo se bona kala se sikita se na gone. Ondete ke bona ke metsameko ya go fela se jara sa lefatshe pa lona Africa bora ta tlola. E bona ya ko metsameko ya se jara sa lefatshe. Solo fela le bona ta kono setsa ka notwe kwa godimo. Me fela ai se motlholo se se dira ke se bona tse na gompieno. Il est à dire que la Jala Makaka de Malwa, Kapa Samakara Karata, the Kibero, Makaka 1990. Sameke Argentina, Bamakara di Karata, the Kibero. Mama Tamako, Malenosi. Messieurs, the Boasidra Galamata Tela from Piano. Katelos Chole, Tembazwani. Vamos a dedicar a del Quibiro. Calado. Abatabo na Borraro. Abatabo por el África Borraruri. Abatabo por el África Borraruri. Makopa. Calabas en el África Borra. Apolis. Aba vamos con que una Begazeli. Aba Cormeta. Aba Chocomeli. Aba por una mala de Quibiro no se puede qualificar. Catalan de Zimbabwe. Calabria de Hidobus. Tembazani dirle siamo tornati sotto la stadio a che motaniki wasilebo saka kemodayo wa Tembazani negete tela tela Reyes Afrika borotano bago chala to bola boche ko moravo Bachele konna chala batte ko pala mataba ya Sinai Patele kutuma mukarekano kaya Nile Hamumu wanini Hababone tsela Baipota gore thala mo felele la lena Bokolo di nariskari o ketseka mo motsame kongo Tako pola 1998 Nakatalanta pa Afrika Morani ako motsame konya sejana sa lefatshe Naga ya porra ina ba fina ka dimele le tharo abata dira seo gape gompieno Ela motragano ka poso Okay, le tharo poso Evidence makopa Sabe capire io to alzano qua propensilia di poco Facciamo se quando fa pazze Bai tuneri in bai putte di pozzo ora ba come ragazziamo messa con il mebeliera terana Bai putte di pozzo ora ba come ragazziamo messa con il mebeliera terana Habasan na ko sabe ka male ka bila ka basan na ko sabe ka chalo para chegelwa Afrika bora fa bata wana toro ya bone twela pele. Tuko pele na tsano kwele bele sa sengo morako. Fama bata ko bona. Basa tseba na le bakanya na mo Mexico. Khotsa, mame tsame ko ya tsana sa lefatshe. Ha le bona mora. E romela le tele ko pele. Ha ba phinya ba mashowa. Ba romela lo kwa pela ba thuda. Se va tsana tsebo tsena Afrika bora ke gore go ska ga o no shwa go feta dilo di le pediva. Mpegezeli Mpagazi Vamos a khelo la ka buirua Matraga ja ka posa ka tala Afrika borwa Hala tshameka sel ke kapteni Montes Wala Mpegezeli Mpagazi Chalete ko petto la mano Hamudi la mano va tshameka marago ba le batlhano Nana le batshameki ba le babedi fela ba tlhasela mo motshamekong Nana le la iposta ka bobale ke ba frena 7 minutes Ntse ke tsome tsotse le supa Vasquez Mora Galaro Afrika bora ba emetse kwa morago ga ba batli yo kediwa dilo tse ba di nositswe kgatlhanong Kala go le mo ba di ba tla bana ba Mexico ga se re bone the Mexican wave a ba romela mo focusong ha re bone tsala re ye Afrika borwa ba la tshedi de jano yore le kare Patuma mono Kenya nai Evidence ma kopo e per la terza regola Allora le jalo segnamento sta guardando la difesa segnamento potrebbe avere un calciatore difesa la volta di segnare
Pull on a cut!
Stefan
Pull on Yellow card.
Red
card. That's what I'm talking about.
Drama. Wakapteni kuna watizamenti. Wamagala karate kibiru. Wanapetele kole sokara panchele pirano. Amokomile karanila lesego. Amokomela kwa chakala bako sara beteni. Afrika burawata tumile keredi. Katagatina katelelo. Watalosa Montes. Karata Chile. Mautana Montana Congo, Conchega Mocapoteni. Oh, la Tela, Nagaya, Mexico. Hateke. Manda Wagago Brazil. Arbolete Ramo, Montana Congo. Dichiarato del Chibino del Taro. Dichiarato del Taro del Chibino. Homo Palitello, Materani. Ho passato il terzo Brumula. Metti della carta a Taro che per informati. Poi a Giano Panama Roca Mocquete. Poi andando a vedere l'imbatta a borra che di più. Allora un po' così. Brumula. Otomo Totala. Adesso con mega. Allora io mi dico, ciao, ora ci vediamo a fare. Allora mai detto non assieme. Mora. Segnalo il cavallo alla pega. Yaoto saya kiwa jaro di calado. Para Africa mora. Sino le tochan como lago. Le tochan la campana de seri. Allora la crete lo matavano a sesi. Allora c'era. Allora sbappo c'era uscita police. Brumula. Oshila police. Obara Chala. Ndogezeli. Ede sia seilame. Ona ititsema katata. Awe simula Chala komorako. Ya wacala ka kwan ke ka to ga chalo ko na ta ken Nasa te kame to sel bebe je mo mi te ke super e kube Arbone mo kapte ni Ronald Williams wa ko sanga re kule ko mara ko tile ke ko ko mara ko tile le ko mara ko Non la mettete qua per la buona sessi. Tu la gatto con una sessi. E capo che la ciala che sei da me. Poi c'è si c'è da quante con eso. Brumula. Per vedere come sono le reti di Bacana Baratto la comodato. Buona Vega, Larua e Polo Satileo. Sibisi. Allora c'è il mio ancora. Oggi la police. Allora la c'è con il gioco. Wakana Calado. Wakana Sibisi Wakana Calado. Baba c'è le cawana la Vega. Allora c'è la Vega. Abata con la Samofero. Jaga Warumela, Hanaba Tulega Tokomarago, Edwilla Mogo Street. Mulumile Kulisomotau. Hamulumile Kulisomotau. Lumile Chala Kilikawana la Kaladio. Kelawandela la Kuliso. Maservanye, Abaka Chala Kuto Jomotomesto. Africa Morena Tekalele Pedofela, Habameli. Habameli Temo Homoquela, Batile Faga Celofelo. Mevata Chala Kamova Sapotua. Mata Chala Barriba Mega di Patero Stofas Africa Mora. 2 Mexico. Nora Africa Mora. Jimenez. Mamovale Quilones. Muchachos.
Thank you. Please be back. Please be back. Please be back.
Hey, you understand? Yeah, you can just put a new one. Yeah.
Prima.
Om phone